Hi, I'm Loli, and I'm so glad you are here.
Welcome, friend! Today we will be making 5 spring chicken decor DIYs using Dollar Tree products. Are you ready? Let's go in with the first inspiration. I started this project with this tag sign from Dollar Tree that I got from the Christmas season. I removed that tag and we are going to sand off all the rough edges of this tag. Then I gave it 2 coats with this white chalk paint and 3 coats with this yellow paint from Dollar Tree. Then we're going to take some of this craft paper from Dollar Tree as well, and I'm going to completely cover the back. I'm just going to cut off a section of paper that is big enough to cover that, and then using some hot glue, I'm going to attach it to the back of the sign. I just want to take a moment to give you a warm welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. Thank you for watching. If you're new, I hope you will consider subscribing. And if you are one of my valued and amazing subscribers, thank you so much for your unending support. I hope today's video inspires you to create something beautiful. Then I use my X-Acto knife to remove all the excess paper from all the edges. Now that the base tag is ready, we are going to use this wood round and this kit from Dollar Tree. First, I'm going to go ahead and lay my pieces down so I know exactly how I want them. And then I'm going to work on each piece individually. First, I'm going to take the wood round and I'm going to paint it with 3 coats of this yellow paint from Dollar Tree. Once that dried, I'm going to take this brown oxide paint from Apple Barrel and paint the word hello. I'm going to set it aside to dry, and now we're going to remove that little hanger from the back. It just has a small screw. So just use my screwdriver to remove it, and then we are going to set everything up. So I'm going to place this wood round at the very center here, and I'm going to cut off all of those little pieces of ribbon that come attached with each one of the pieces of the chicken. Then I'm going to use a generous amount of hot glue and glue that right in place in the middle. And I'm going to proceed and glue every single other piece as I have set them aside or set them together before. Friend, if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up. And if you truly enjoy it, go ahead and commit and hit the subscribe button. And when you do, make sure that you hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you each time that I upload a new video. Thank you so much for your support. Now that our chicken is formed, we're going to take some of these ferns from Dollar Tree. I'm going to remove every single little leaf off of 3 picks of these. And I'm going to glue them alongside the edges of the entire chicken. And also added some of these picks from Dollar Tree. Once it was all set up, I'm going to use some of these flowers from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to use the white flowers off the pick. And I'm going to glue them in all the sections as I place them right there onto my chicken. I'm just adding a little bit of hot glue to the very tip of them and tucking it underneath the chicken. And that is it for this one. Let me know what you think. My friends, today's video is part of the Talented Creators collaboration that is hosted monthly by Aurea from DIY with Aurea and myself, Loli from Loli's Creations. Our guest host this month is Katie from Lady Red Crafting. And our co-host this month is Lisa from Our Great House. The links to our channels and to the playlist will be linked in the description box below and also in the comments. Make sure to head on over to the channels and to the playlist and show everyone some love. For our next inspiration today, we will be using one of these signs that I got from Dollar Tree during the summertime, and I'm going to go ahead and remove that little seahorse off of it. Then I took my sanding block and I'm going to go ahead and sand it over to make sure that this is nice and smooth with the other portion. Then I painted it with this white paint. And then I'm going to take this little stake that I got from Dollar Tree and I'm going to remove the stake portion off of it and the tag. And I'm going to give it a little bit of a refresh. It had some eggs in the bottom, and I'm not going for an Easter look. I'm going more for a spring look. So I went over it and I painted with a yellow paint from Dollar Tree, but it wasn't covering the entire thing. So here I'm coming in with some of the white and I painted the bottom, let it dry, and then I came back in with some of that yellow from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to go over all the white that I painted. Then I decided to do the same thing with the face, but I'm going to use the white first so I get that vibrant, beautiful yellow that I got for the bottom. And here's my chicken looking fresh as spring. Then I came in with some of my black folk art paint and I'm going to color in the eyes just to give it a little more of a brighter look. I did like the rustic feel that the chicken had before, so I'm going to come in with some of my antique wax and I'm going to just go ahead and distress the front and the edges of the chicken. Using the same antique wax, I'm going to go ahead and stain the frame of the sign we painted white in the beginning. I wanted this to have a rustic look and for it to look as some wood. And this is how it turned out after 2 coats. Then I string some beads together, as you see right here, using 2 different sizes, and I'm going to stain them using the same antique wax. I put the beads to dry. In the meantime, I'm going to use some of this scrapbook paper that I got from a pack of Michaels. And here I'm just making indentations on it to see exactly how much I need to cut off, so I'm able to place it inside this frame. Using those lines, I cut off a section and now I'm going to place it inside of the frame using some school glue from Dollar Tree. Once everything was bubble free, I'm going to take the beads and position them onto my sign. Now I'm going to go ahead and glue my chicken onto my sign. I just used a nice generous amount of hot glue. Then I glue this bow that I took off the stake right onto the neck of the chicken. Then I took some of this cord that I just found at Dollar Tree and I'm going to glue it around the entire seam of the sign. But wait, I'm not done yet. I'm going to add some of this greenery that I had left over from the flowers that I used for the previous DIY, and I'm going to glue it at the bottom as you see right there. Then I took another piece and I'm going to remove all 3 pieces and I'm going to put them to fill in on both sides. And then the third one, I'm going to cut it into 3 different pieces and place them at the front of the chicken. And that's it for this one. Let me know what you think. I want to take a quick moment to say thank you to my subscribers for subscribing, commenting, liking, sharing. All these things help me tremendously. They help my channel grow, and I appreciate you very much for them. And if you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe and join the Loli Creations family. It is free and it means the world to me. And here we go with the next inspiration. For this one, I'm going to use one of these signs that I got from Dollar Tree. I love it as it is, but I want to utilize it for something else as well. So to keep it and pretty much eat the cake and have it, I'm going to turn it into a double-sided sign. So first I'm going to remove the back end. I'm just going to push it down. It's just held by some staples. Then I'm going to go ahead and paint that wood that's on the back with 2 coats of white chalk paint. And then I'm going to cover it with some of this craft paper that I got from Michael's. And to attach a scrap paper, I'm going to use some school glue from Dollar Tree. Then we are going to reposition that frame to it. I'm going to go ahead and use some hot glue to keep it in place. Look how cute that's looking. All right, now I'm going to take one of these chickens that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to go ahead and cover up that hole with a little bit of hot glue. I'm going to just swipe off the excess, and then I'm going to cover it with this fabric that I just got from Dollar Tree. And to do that, I use a generous amount of Mod Podge. Once I make sure it was completely covered, I'm going to take these little scissors that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to just fussy cut around the entire chicken. Then I came in with some Mod Podge, and I'm going to add it to all the edges to make sure that the fabric is completely adhered to every single curve of the chicken so I do not lose its shape. Taking a tumbling tower block, I'm going to glue the chicken onto it. I wanted it to be a little bit raised, so this is why I added this. And then I'm going to glue the chicken right to the center of the frame. I took these pieces of fern that I got left over from a pick I used for previous DIY, and I'm going to glue it on the sides of the chicken. First, I glued it to the bottom, but I wanted to cut off that excess piece so it laid flat, and then glue the fern to the bottom towards the feet. Once that was in place, I'm going to do the same thing with the other side, and then I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue to the top as well, trying to form an arch using the fern pieces. It was looking cute, but you know already, I'm not done yet. I'm going to take a piece of ribbon and make a quick little bow using it, and glue it to the very bottom of the ferns. And you think that I'm done? I'm not done yet. I created a little shoelace bow with a double loop, and I'm going to add it to the chicken and also glue down the bow's tails. Now on to the other side, I went over and I painted the back end, and then I'm going to reposition that paper that came off from the original sign, and I'm going to glue it using some school glue from Dollar Tree. And to finish it off, I'm going to use some of this cord that I just got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to glue it along the entire edges of the inside of the frame. I wanted it to be as neat as possible, so any parts that will fray in, I'm going to just add some hot glue and reposition it in place so it stays nice and tight in those areas. And that is it for this one. Don't forget to let me know what you think. For the next inspiration today, I'm going to use one of these chicken cutouts that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to paint it with one coat of this yellow paint from Dollar Tree. Using some of this apple barrel white paint, I'm going to use the back of a pencil, and I'm going to create polka dots on one side of the chick. To add some interest, I'm creating the polka dots in different sizes. Once it was dry, it's now time to embellish it. I'm going to use these burlap flowers that I got from Dollar Tree, but first I'm going to take some jute cord, and I'm going to wrap the jute cord around the neck of my chick 3 times. Cut off the excess and tack it down with a little bit of hot glue. And then add one of the flowers to the front of my chick, and that is it for this one. Let me know what you think. For the next inspiration, we will be using one of these little chickens that we got from a pack I eat from Dollar Tree. I painted it white completely to have a nice clean base to work with. Then I took some of the yellow paint from Dollar Tree and I'm going to go ahead and cover the chick portion using that color. I gave it a total of 2 coats. To add some more color, I'm going to come in with this moss color from Waverly and I'm going to cover the inside of the flower sections of the egg. Then I'm using my black paint pen from Artisa to color in my eyes, and I'm using the indentations that are already there and I'm still showing through the paint to go ahead and replace my face. Now I'm taking some of this orange Artisa paint from Artisa and I'm going just over the nose, and then I'm going to come in with this pink color and I'm coloring in the rosy cheeks. Then I decided to add black to the beak to give it a little more interest, so I did that. And then added some white to the eyes using the back of a paintbrush. I took the orange paint pen and colored in the inside of the beak. And added some more pink to the rosy cheeks. To finish up the flowers, I'm adding some dots using the back of a paintbrush, and I used some white apple barrel paint to do that. Next, I took one of these little picket fences from Dollar Tree and I stained it using my Antiques wax from Waverly. Then I took a glass cleaner wipe and I'm removing all the excess wax because I wanted this to look worn and not as dark as it was. Now we're going to take the little chick and we're going to distress it a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and take off some of that brightness that the yellow has, but just adding a light amount of that antique wax to it just to bring down that brightness. And then I added some more antique wax to all the edges, but a little bit heavier to have the edges look nice and worn and distressed. I added a distressed feel to the entire portion of the cracked egg. Then use the leftover in the brush to distress the rest. Now it's time to go ahead and add some moss to the bottom of this. I just want it to look a little bit more natural, and I love the feel or the look of green over that wood color. So I'm just adding, this is called like Neconium or something like that. It's a different moss that Dollar Tree had, and I just cut it in small pieces and I'm going to add it onto the bottom as you see there using some hot glue. Now it's time to attach the little chick to the fence. Now I'm using this greenery that I use for different DIY and I'm going to cut it into individual little pieces. I took 2 of those pieces and I'm gliding them up on the left hand side of the chick and I'm going to glue them down using some hot glue. To hide the hot glue, I added a little bit more at that little bit of moss onto it. And then I added a piece of boxwood that I also had left over from another DIY. I also added some of these white flowers that I used for another DIY. Friends, if you're still with me this far into the video, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. And if you have not done so, make sure that you hit that like button and go ahead and leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of each one of the projects in this video. And if you have any suggestions of what you would like me to make next on my videos. Also, don't forget to share because sharing is caring and it truly helps my channel grow. I truly appreciate you doing all these things for me and I appreciate you spending time with me today as well. With that being said, I took one of these butterflies that I got from a kit from Hobby Lobby and I'm going to glue it to that little edge right there just using some hot glue. And that completes this beautiful DIY. Don't forget to let me know what you think. And here we go with the final reveal. My friends, as always, thank you so much for watching. Be blessed, be a blessing, and craft responsibly. And if you would like to follow me on social media, here are my social media links. And don't forget to visit my friends in the playlist. And here are some suggestions that you are sure to enjoy. And you're more than welcome to binge away with this playlist as well. Thanks again so much for watching. You're amazing. Bye.